guys, what is up? This is Eddie Neddy and welcome to the video on the channel here for you guys today, and we are going to be talking about Nottingham Forest. Yes, so I've decided to make a video on explaining Nottingham Forest. We did a small little video the other day where I was talking about the three clubs that I think are in a lot of trouble this season: Nottingham Forest, Preston and Swansea. I think Swansea and Preston, I'm not going to make a video on either of them. I'm going to make a video on the team that I think are massively struggling at the moment, and I think I'm going to explain why they're struggling, and I think the possibility of what they need to do to kind of put things right, whether it's under Hughton or under a new manager. So we're kicking off. So obviously Nottingham Forest have lost all 4 games in the Championship so far, conceding 1, losing by 1 goal in every single game pretty much. So like 2-1, 1-0, you know, which is quite unfortunate as well, because I expected Forest to be doing quite well at the moment, to be honest. Yeah, I did predict them, if any guys didn't know, in the Championship prediction video, to finish in the top 6, or I think just outside the top 6, which is a very ambitious shout, but you know, I think they would under Chris Hughton. Chris Hughton, we all saw what he did at Brighton and at Birmingham as well, you know, getting them teaming around the playoffs, you know, whether he lost the playoffs, whether he won promotion. He's a very good, experienced manager at this division, but something's not right at Nottingham Forest at the moment. I think it might be a little bit more deeper than we all think, you know, to be honest with you, because there's been a lot of complaints about the Forest owners of recently, you know, a lot of shady background stuff with them, soon to do with, like, I think they're the same owners that own Olympiacos as well. You know, which is, I think, didn't one of his owners get charged with bribery to win a game or something like that? You know, I'm not 100% sure. I might be wrong on that one. Do correct me if I'm wrong, Nottingham Forest fans, or any fans in general. Yeah, so I think the transfer policy as well, because I know Chris Hughton very well. Chris Hughton loves to bring in new players and talented players, but something's not been right at, you know, at Nottingham Forest in terms of their transfers as well. You know, they've signed 2 players, Zinckernagel from Watford on a season-long loan, and Horvath, and as I'm recording this, James Garner, which is a fantastic signing. But they still need a fair few amount of bodies, I reckon. You know, I think to a lot of Forest fans, they need a left back, potentially a right back, another striker. So I mean, that's what Nottingham Forest all fans need. And Chris Hughton, you know, when his first season in charge at Nottingham Forest in January, I think he brought in some really good experienced players like Knockaert, Glenn Murray. You know, Glenn Murray, like I say, I know he's very old at the time, but he still scored for you guys, and he's still quite a veteran of the game. You know, it's always nice to have, you know, that type of cover. You know, so he brought in quite a few good players there, and obviously James Garner. I don't know if he brought in James Garner. I think he did as well. So that's a positive from Chris Hughton, bringing in James Garner, who is a fantastic player. Honestly, James Garner's been fantastic for Nottingham Forest every time I've watched Nottingham Forest this season. Not this season, last season. You know, the only I watched them when they, obviously you guys know I'm a Blues fan, so I watched the game where we faced Blues, and James Garner was kind of, you know, one of the biggest threats in that game. He can pass the ball, he can even shoot as well, he can defend, he's quick, you know, so I think it is the right move for James Garner to go back to Nottingham Forest. Whether it is the right time though, because like I said, we all know how bad Nottingham Forest is doing at the moment in Chris Hughton. Do I personally think Chris Hughton should be sacked? That's a tough one, because you can make an argument for both. I wouldn't sack him yet, because I would see until after the Derby game. I think if he loses the Derby game, you know, especially in the Brian Clough Derby, he should be gone, 100%. He should be nowhere near that club if he loses that. You know, like I said, 5 losses in a row, especially against, you know, one of your arch rivals, your arch nemesis in Derby County, you know, and also against a team which, you know, are probably favourites to go down this season. Haven't scored. I think they've only scored 2 goals this season so far as well. I don't think Nottingham Forest have scored many goals, have they? And I don't watch long for their game versus Coventry in the first half. They were incredible, Nottingham Forest. I really loved the way they played. You know, I thought they played some really good football. I thought they've got a lot of good young talent on the pitch, like Mitten and Brennan Johnson, that all played well. You know, so I do think Nottingham Forest, if they can manage to bring that into the rest of the game, they can, but they kind of thought the game was over at the first half. In the second half, you know, they were good for like 5 minutes, and then Coventry were all over them. honestly, they're absolutely all over them, Coventry, and then Coventry went on to go and win the game late on. In like the 96th minute, I believe it was, but they did deserve it for their second half performance. So it's a tough one. It really is. Honestly, what to do, Chris Hughton, at the moment, because you could maybe blame some of the players as well. Like I said, it could be down to some of the rest of the team. I've had a lot of Forest fans complain about, some of their teammates like Bong. I know he's not a very popular man in the Nottingham Forest ranks. Jack Colback. You could argue Chris Hughton could be dealt a bit of a low hand, at the moment with transfers, and he maybe might be forced to use what he's got, at the club, but he should still be doing better with the squad that he's got. So I think Chris Hughton, I think the smartest thing would be, I highly doubt he will come back from this, and I think it would take a lot for Forest fans to get him back on their side. So, let me know your thoughts in the comments of how you guys think Chris Hughton is going to do at Nottingham Forest, whether you guys think he should be sacked, whether you guys think he should stay. But yeah, honestly, thank you all for watching this video. And yeah, I can't wait to catch you on the next video / stream. And if any of you are new, please do subscribe. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I hope you guys have an absolutely amazing rest of your day. Take care, people. See you.